Good morning, book fighters. Today is January 24th. I'm wearing face paint, and this week I read The Tempest. Roll that intro. Okay, so this week I read The Tempest by one William Shakespeare. And there's really not a lot I want to say about it, other than I just want to put forward why it is not the worst thing in the world to write in books. Like this is the edition that I used when I was in high school, and reading all my notes is great. And also, I wasn't the first person to own this, so reading all other people's notes about things, funny, interesting. The Tempest as a play definitely isn't my favourite Shakespeare. Each time I read the play, I really want to like it, and I just end up thinking, like, I like aspects of it, and I like the characters. Caliban is really one of my favourite characters. I just like the whole idea of him. But this play has a poor ending, and I don't like to criticise Shakespeare, because who am I to criticise Shakespeare? But one of the things he does is he'll take you through the story from different points of view. So we'll be with Miranda and Prospero at points, we'll be with Caliban and the Jester at some point, and we'll be with the Lords at another point, and it'll just kind of switch around like that. And then at the end, where they all kind of make peace with each other, they ask each other what they've been doing throughout the story, and then tell each other, and that is the ending, them just telling each other what they've been up to. But I already know, and it's probably some sort of Elizabethan thing, that's what they did, kind of like a roundup. But in terms of like a reader, and even in terms of a watcher, it doesn't really work. Like, I know all this, and you're just telling each other, there's no tension, there's nothing in it for me. So yeah, I have a bit of a problem with the ending. But yeah, ultimately, I always read The Tempest, and I was really disappointed, actually, that this was my Shakespeare that I was doing this year. I really want to do one that I haven't read, and even one that I liked a bit more, maybe. Because I'm always disappointed when I read The Tempest. Like, I feel like it should be greater than it is in terms of subject matter. Like, it's Shakespeare with all his wonderful language doing the mystical and the magical, and it always feels half-full for me. So yeah, that's all I want to say about that. Next week, I am reading A Clash of Kings / I've been reading it all week. I finished The Tempest on Wednesday. I've been reading, because I worked it out, I need to read 5 chapters a day from Wednesday and finishing Monday if I'm to finish it. Huge book, but I am loving it. But that's all I'll say about that. So next week I'm going to be reading A Clash of Kings. Katie, your question, which I ignored / forgot, what do I do outside of the nerdy stuff? Not a lot. I do a lot of stuff. I do fill my days, but I fill it with nerdy stuff. Like, I play my PlayStation a lot, read comic books, surf social news sites like dig.com, watch TV shows that have aired in America that I don't get on terrestrial TV, so I watch them. I'm not going to say I watch them illegally. I'm not going to say that. Oh, I do go running in the summer, but I don't like running in the winter because it's cold. Also, I just wanted to defend Ota Kirihito. I feel like a lot of your criticisms stem from the fact that you don't know a lot about Tetsuka, which is not a criticism of you. It's just kind of, if you don't know a lot about him, you haven't read his stuff before, you will obviously associate it with other things that you read in the way that it works and operates. One of the criticisms that you had is that it seems to criticize things outside of Japan and leave itself and all its imperfections untouched, and that's just not the case. What he does is says, this is how it is. He doesn't exclude anything. Like, he knows Japan's bad, and he's just showing you it as bad. He might not be saying, oh, look, this is bad as well, and commenting on it, but he's just saying, look, everything's fucked up. This is just how it is. And in terms of the main characters, they are not exempt from this. Like you say, Kirihito is meant to be our hero, but yes, he is, but he's still not exempt from the flaws of everyone else. The whole point of a Tetsuka story and what he does throughout his story is takes a character, takes him on a journey to show kind of why he's wrong and why how he lives is wrong, and then it offers him redemption in the end, usually at some sort of cost. The women being as they are and for men, that is how they're portrayed in the book, but he's not saying that that's good. He's just saying, look, women, do you want this for yourself? Like, he's saying that this is, and you've got to take in mind this was written in 1970 as well, when and in Japan, when women were oppressed. He's saying, look, this is how it is. You can change it if you want, and he does offer the character of Helen, who you noted as the nun, but eventually does become a powerful figure in the book, and I think a lot of it is to do with the fact that you haven't read the second half as well. So that's just my defense of Tetsuka. I want to end this video by reading a comment that someone left on our channel 5 days ago, and it's from Those Writer Girls, and they say, "A few of us have been watching you, and in ways you helped inspire our channel. Just wanted to say thanks." Awesome! How cool is that? That's really cool. That made my day. And they are starting a channel. They all did NaNoWriMo, and they met on the internet like we did, and they're starting a collaborative channel called Those Writer Girls, and last week they all uploaded their introduction videos, so go check them out. I'll put a link in the bookshelf to their channel, and yeah, that was just, I thought I'd share that with you. Hello, this is Editing Dan, just popping in to say hi first of all, and to ask you my question for this week. How do you feel about writing in books? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Could you care less? Let me know. Okay, that is my video for this week. I'm going to go back to reading a Game of Thrones, and Lauren, I'll see you tomorrow.